So the holidays are coming, and it's an exciting time for us to get to be with friends and family and do some fun holiday events. But also around the holidays, it can be a little bit scary because it's difficult for us to stay on track with our health and wellness goals. So instead of us thinking ahead to January and thinking, I'm going to start my good eating and healthy habits then, why not keep ourselves on track? Because it's way easier to keep ourselves here and continue to climb that mountain rather than us falling down the cliff and then trying to climb that mountain again. So during the holidays, there's many things that we should keep in mind. One of our big things is eating. There's going to be a ton of eating, lots of good food. But whenever you can, make those healthy choices to pick something that maybe has a little bit more protein, a lot more packed with vegetables, instead of choosing either the higher contents of fat or sugar, which we know we'll enjoy, but will also stick with us a lot longer. Another thing to keep in mind is portion control. When we get to a big dinner, don't we all just fill that plate? And when we can, it's important to try and keep those into a smaller content. And whenever you're eating from something that might have a bag or a box to it, think about reading the label, seeing what that serving size is, grabbing a smaller container, and when you're finished with that container, you're done. Move on to something else. Go do something else instead of us mindlessly eating through the day. Another fun fact for you, our stomachs at rest are usually about the size of your fist, and when they expand, which they do when we eat, they can only hold about a quart of content. So this is my honey jar from home. This is a quart. So if you think about everything that you put onto your plate, if you couldn't fit it in that jar, probably should fit inside your stomach. And don't forget, before you got to dinner time, you're probably snacking on something. So keep that all in the back of your mind as we're eating through the day. Another thing we want to keep in mind is hydrating well. We do a lot of drinking during the holidays. Some of us, it might be an alcohol. Some of us, it might be a good sugary drink. But it's important to keep in mind that sugar is going to stick with us longer, and it's not going to be a good source of energy for our body. So whenever you can, read your labels. 8 grams of sugar equates to 1 tablespoon of sugar. So if you actually think about your tablespoon that you have in your house, that's 8 grams. So when you find something that might have 32 grams of sugar in it, you're going to be dumping 4 tablespoons of sugar into that glass. And whenever we're choosing drinks, if we're thinking about mixers that we're putting in there, that extra sugar content, if you're using a soda, that's going to be a little bit higher, versus if maybe you chose like a seltzer water or something, might be a little bit better for you. The other thing that we definitely want to hydrate with is water. Water is your friend. Whenever you can, drink, even if it's just 8 ounces at a time, to keep your body regulated, working through all the systems appropriately. If we're actually thinking about how much water you truly should drink in a day, we should have about ½ an ounce per our body weight. So if you take your body weight, cut that in half, that's a lot of water. But whenever you can give yourself a goal of, maybe I'm just going to finish 1 of these or 2 of these in a day, that's better than nothing. So keep yourself well hydrated with water and choose a little less of those sugary contents if we can. The other thing we want to keep in mind is keeping moving. It's so easy to become a couch potato during this season and to just want to hang out on the couch when we're not running around. This season gets pretty hectic. So when you can, finding those little bits to even just go for a walk outside. There are many opportunities that you can to get in just a walk around the neighborhood, whether you're going out with family or friends. And it's actually helpful to the digestive system if we go out for a walk even after your meal. So keep that in mind, maybe make it a fun family event and go out for a walk during those days. So do what you can, keep moving, keep healthy, and if you need more tips and tricks, check us out at buffalorehab.com.